Hi again, y'all. Sean, and there goes Cappy from Cappy's Cards. He's leaving us as we're getting started here. So, oh well. This is part 2 of the video here of random rips of stuff that I accumulated while Meyer had a sale and just some other things, over the last couple weeks actually, but especially this week with the sale stuff. These are from Meyer. This is from Meyer. This is a Meyer pack. These are from Walgreens. So let's place our bets now. Can we do better here in the second half than we did in the first half? In the first half, we got a Brett Beatty to 50 for my PC. We got a Reggie Jackson to 250. There were 2 other numbered cards in it, and a bunch of other, random rookies and stuff like that, and CJ Stroud out of Sage, that sort of thing. So let's see what we can do this time around. Excuse me for yawning there, and figure out what we got here out of Hanger Box of Heritage from 22. Here's another Meyer football pack, right? These are $5 each, but with the sale, they're basically $4. Another one of these $9 mystery packs with the black pack on the back here from Walgreens. Another one of these eggs. I'll probably start with that. 22 Chrome Platinum again. Big League this time from 21, which you've opened before. And I don't remember the last time I've opened 22 Series 1. So let's do the blister packs last this time. Let's go the long way to get to those. So let me get this out of the way because, man, I don't know. Other channels, like I said in the other video, the last one, people have been pulling stuff out of this. People commented they pulled stuff out of this on the video I did, but I'm 0 for 3. So let's see if I'm 0 for 4 here after this one. And again, my daughter will love little bunnies and all in the egg, right? I repositioned after the last video since I'm filming this at night, and now I'm a little more centered under the light here, so hopefully it's a little better. I apologize if it was a little dark on some of the things last time around, but we shall find out. So basically a hanger and a tin, as people say, right? Beck, here's Jackson Merrill's cup card, Rondon, Blanco, Garver, Meisner, Blade, Lopez, Tavares, the Astros, Sale, Ray, Gaussman, and some leaders, Bobby Witt, Michaelis, Romo rookie, Langoliers, Scott, Morel, the Tigers, Toro, Edwards, Heim, the Marlins, Mountcastle, Correa, Clement, Sanchez, Amador, Roquillo, De La Cruz, Locklear, Clase, right? Did I say it right? Rooker. This is the same collation as the last things we opened, down to Colby Mayo. At least that's different, right? I don't know if I've pulled him out of any of these, out of anything really, but Colby Mayo's rookie. Supposed to be a hot one for the Birds there, like there haven't been a few in the last few years. Brent Rooker in the rainbow foil. Schwellenbach in the 90 design. Arenado, our star of the MLB. And these again, Perdomo and Teoscar Hernandez. Can never read the Dodgers' names for whatever reason. I'll set these down here. But again, I hit the dud egg. Stott, Rice, Jimenez, Kim, Blaylock, and Blackman. You can see the Blackman's a little touch there in the corner. I don't know what to tell you about these things, folks. I mean, other people find stuff, and I sure as hell don't. But that's okay. I think you can go back and say, Sean, you found enough recently, haven't you? In terms of some of these other things that I've pulled, that maybe I had to find a product that didn't like me. And again, if I find them cheap on the shelves, I could be convinced otherwise, but I think I'm done with it. I think I'm going to let them sit for you and let you decide. And you can go from there if you want any of those. So 22 base tops, that's a thick pack, right? Again, is it going to have a manufactured relic or something in it? So we'll save that one for last and see what we get from the rest of these. And I avoided some 22 tops for a while. I mean, I always thought this was, if you go back several years in my early videos, this was such an overprinted mess, and it probably still is. But man, I think 23 tops just blows it away. McClanahan there, Gray, Bo Bichette, Zach Lothar, Twins, or that's Otani and Maeda, Kenta Maeda. Leaders there, Tatis is the greatest hits this time. And Javi Baez is a Met. But we'll put the Tatis card down because who knows what else we're going to find in here. We should get at least a hit out of each of these blaster boxes, right? Maybe, well, I mean, this one will get the manufactured relic that's in here. But we should get a numbered card or something out of Big League, and we should get something out of the Platinum as well. Miller, Rizzo, Tatis's base, the Angels, Stevenson, Means, Holland. Oh my God. That's Aaron Judge out of 50. 36 out of 50. And there's a rainbow foil behind it. That's Mother's Day, right? In the pink. Aaron Judge to 50. That one's probably going to wind up on eBay eventually. Well, it'll be a while until I get back from my trip, which I'm probably, sitting as this comes out, right? I'm going to set this up so it's Max Fried in the rainbow foil. But I'm going to set this up so that it, premieres, right? And I'm probably sitting somewhere in Washington, D.C. as this happens. Or somewhere in the area. So if you see me, say hello. Right? I'll be at an academic conference doing the political science thing. Jansen, Vasquez, I guess, well, technically, doing the public administration thing, if you really want to get technical about it. Arenado, Pete, Ellis, Walk-Off Love. We got Chipper in the 87 design. Keep finding Chipper in these things. And then Joey Gallo is our star of the MLB. Somewhere around D.C. or in Maryland with, my folks, or my dad's been dead for 10 years, but my mom still lives in the house I grew up in, so I'll be visiting her and helping her out. But, leaders again, Blue Jays, Story, Posey. One thing I should record while I'm there is my starting lineup collection that's in my old bedroom. Maybe I can get a nice video of that and do that as a short and just kind of show that off. And I'm sure I'll be making other stops. Again, if you're seeing this, like and subscribe, first of all, right? We always appreciate that. I do these sorts of retail rips, and then I make them into 30-card team packs over for Etsy, right? Random cards from the 80s through today. Unless I pull something that actually has a little bit of value to it, and then it's on eBay, all under the name Cappy's Cards. I say a little bit of value. I mean, I still put chase cards that are, say about $5, $6 or less, right, in the packs, just as something to find, right? Park, Bogarts, Realmuto, Thompson, Williams, Hedges, Yachty, Rogers, Yankees celebrating leaders and leaders, Gamble, Mitch Haniger in a very expired home run challenge card, and Ramirez. So let's see what our relic or something like that is in here, but it's probably a manufactured relic. As we go in, you can see the thick card in there, right, towards the back. So let's do this, and we'll pull Byron Buxton up here on the front. Nootbaar, Aaron Judge's base card, so you can compare. Kepler, Cal Raleigh, Robert, Singer, Juan Soto, Pujols. This should be opening day if I do this right. I know there was the Tokyo series, but opening day for baseball. Looking forward to this year, of course, as a Mets fan. Have high hopes, right? Got to compete with the Dodgers, right? Defending champions and all. But Glasnow in the blue is hiding. Geez, it's a Yankees box. Garrett Cole. So the blue is not numbered. I'm going to set it down over here anyway. It's Glasnow. But our manufactured relic is a fake, it's just plastic. But Garrett Cole, who of course is out for the year with Tommy John, but player medallion card, player jersey number medallion card. So that's the kind of thing I will mix in with, the Yankees packs eventually at some point. But Yankees box, why couldn't it be a Mets box? Let's do let's do the big league. Big league's been good to us, right? We found some neat low numbered cards out of 25, you know, like down to 25 in the last couple I've opened, both on and off camera. I've actually opened 1 or 2 of these, but let's see what we can find. So what do you think? Is that Aaron Judge? Is this winning so far? Another Aaron Judge, theme of the rip, right? But my daughter cut that off the back. She liked doing that the last time around. Good scissors practice, right? For the 5-year-old. Chris Davis, the leaders, Votto, Myers, Freeman, Singer, Salvi, Guerrero. The blue is another leaders card. There's the sketch card-ish of Anderson. And it's the Tyler Glasnow insert rip. I think there's an orange in every pack, right? And the light blue aquas in like every couple of packs. Clark Schmidt, leaders, Madrigal rookie, Evan White rookie, Brousseau, Lamet, Kyle Lewis. We get Mike Clevenger backwards. Down to, is that 15? Holy cow. 8 of 15 for Mike Clevenger. Super short print. There you go. 8 of 15. Black border, I guess that is. Is that black or brown? Start the fight in the comments. Is that black or is it brown? It looks brown on the back to me, but what do I know? Goldschmidt and then a Nimmo for my PC in the orange. Right, so I need to start a PC pile. Defensive Wizards, the Goldschmidt there. Let's put these over here so I got more room. So hey, 50 out of 50 and out of 15. No offense to Reggie Jackson, but I think this one's winning. Garcia, the leaders, Darvish, Peterson, DeYoung, Stevenson, Harper, Jones, Garrett Cole again, is where you get the, and we got Stanton behind him. It's a Yankees rip, isn't it? Lewis as well. A lot of Kyle Lewises in these. It's Conforto. Do I have that Conforto? I don't know. Austin Hayes, Shohei, Matt Olson, leaders, Crochet, Kershaw, Biebs, Kevin Kiermaier on the wanted sign, and Soroka in the orange. Yeah, so by now this should be this, by the time this puts up, it should be the Sweet 16, right? Hopefully you did well with your bracket so far, doing better than me, right? Since mine fell apart over the weekend. But I probably still have some of the teams. I don't know, as I'm talking here. Since I don't pre-record many of these, right? I do once in a while, but this one, just because of everything's going on, I did. So I'm going to put Brian Hayes' sketch card down here. See if he can have a better year this year for the Pirates, right? O'Neal Cruz was pretty good last year, kind of getting up to his potential. Hayes has always been kind of right there on the edge, right? Braun, Pearson, Dahlbeck's rookie. There's Pete. I don't know if I have that either. Medina, Ozuna, Cronenworth, Rosario, Juan Soto in the defensive wizard, and Bryce Harper in the orange. Not doing too bad at the orange cards either, are we? Jeffers, J.D. Davis, not a meta PC, Abreu, Woodruff, Kevin Biggio, Swanson, Dahl, McKenzie rookie, it's a nice card, LeMahieu in the blue, more Yankees, Gallo, and Keston Hiura. 3 more out of this. Then I might open a hanger box just because I set it on top there, and then we'll go into the Chrome Platinum. Maybe we'll save the football for last. Chisholm, Kluber, Marte, Alec Boehm rookie. How many Alec Boehm rookies have I pulled in the last 2 months? Aaron Judge, Jackie Bradley, and Verdugo. Finding these clearance things from 21, it seems like I get that Spencer Howard guy and Alec Boehm all the time. Simeon, leaders. Somebody's going to know, like either Alex Wells or Tyler Wells from the Orioles or Spencer Howard, right? And they're going to send me a message to be like, hey, you want an autograph or something like that from this guy? Because it's all you ever get. Or he says hello or something like that. Because, you might as well anyway, as many times as I pull his card. Williams, Mondesi, Torres, more leaders. Garcia, Donaldson, Stroman. Mookie Betts is upside down for some reason. Defensive Wizards. Nelly Cruz. So, hey, a card out of 15. Right? I mean, it's Mike Clevenger. Okay. But it's out of 15. 22 hanger box of Heritage. This is from, of course, Walgreens, who is getting pretty redundant, right? I've not found, in the few stops I've been able to make at Walgreens, not found too much new stuff, right? Other than looking for, you know, of course, these are what I'm looking for at the Walgreens anyway, with the black packs in the back, but not finding much in terms of the clearance other than a lot of Chronicles. Chisholm, you moron. Soler, Manning, VR, Acuna, Bellinger, Simmons, Gallen, Votto, Irvin, Ryan, Olson, Muncy, Pineda, McCormick, Moran, Tatis. His Heels rookie card. We found one of his last time. Well, one of his was not a first Bowman, right? But close enough. Rosarena, Sutsugo, Wong rookie, Glasnow, Strasburg, Peralta. Here's our high number. And it's Austin Gomber. The Rockies. Nolan Ryan flashback. Contreras, some leaders. Brujan, Kane, Shohei. Find a lot of Shoheis. Gilbert, Blackman, Stewart, Anderson. So should we put the short number or the high number down? Might as well. All right, so let's do the Chrome Platinum Blister Blaster. You can tell I've been doing this way too long. Doing these back to back like this. Starting to get my tongue pretty tied. Because even when I teach, I try not to teach, you know, just lecture, right? Always like to do interactive stuff and things like that to keep me from rambling or complaining. Yeah, right. Never going to stop me complaining. But, you know, just to try to mix it up. So, all right, these always go every which way. That is Ichiro to start. Trevor Hoffman, Frias. We pulled him last time, didn't we? That was one of the ones we got numbered, wasn't it? And Junk, whatever he pronounces it. Probably Junk. We're going to call it Junk. Hammer and Hank Aaron with Luis Aparicio behind him. Aparicio is a White Sox. I guess that makes sense. Played for the Birds for a while, too. Lopez and Mookie Betts. Bryce Elder, Machado, Benintendi. Here is Torkelson, rookie card, with Arias behind him in the shimmery refractory design. Nothing major yet out of this one, unlike the last one. Let's see what we find. Now we got the blue one, I think, in here. It's Packy Naughton, Giolito, Vladdy Jr., Musial is hiding a Robeson blue. The blue is not numbered. All right, it's just maybe a blaster insert or something like that. Jacob Robeson. Jazz Chisholm again. Warren Spahn is got a different refractor there. Derek Jeter and Kevin Gausman on the back. 3 more of these to go, and then I'll do the mystery box, and we'll end with that Meyer football. How about that? Ellis is sticking to Kiner Falefa's there. Hoy Park and Bobby Witt Jr. Something sticking to... Oh, Park is numbered. I guess you can see how it's a little bit off color, like rose gold, right? Versus Bobby Witt's rookie card there, which is a pretty damn nice card too. Don't get me wrong. But, we'll set that down. But Hoy Park is numbered to 75. 64 of 75. It's the all short number print hit opening. Hoy Park. Makes me wonder if I missed something before. You can yell at me if I did. Bell. Eddie Murray. Don't remember ever seeing that one. Posey, Zach Thompson rookie, and Urias in the shimmer design. 1 more pack to go. Yogi with Jack Morris behind him. Yaz and Trey Turner. So only numbered hit out of that box was Hoy Park, unless I missed something. Right, you know, the blue's not numbered. Of course, there are the light silvers. There are these other shimmer things too, right? But, hey, you know, is what it is, I guess. But, hey, Bobby Witt Jr., rookie? Darn. Of course, we pulled the big Bobby Witt Jr. a few videos back out of this, right? Out of the, I guess it wasn't his rookie. It was not a first Bowman on that either, was it? But it's that Bowman draft again. It was out of this product, right? So finding this Bowman draft is very nice with these things. And I didn't realize that from the last video, right? We didn't get the dollar store pack since we got 2 chrome packs last time around again. So the dollar store pack here of 23 Series 2 is Gilbert, Fraley, Arias, Fujinami, and Tepara, something like that. Either way. 22 Chrome update. Mike Clevenger, Seiya Suzuki's rookie, Taylor Walls, and Majevic. Yeah, right. The guy who can't pronounce anything. Let's give him the hardest name possible in purple. All right, so this time we just got the base parallel in here. Hernandez, Bobby Witt's first edition. And there is the standard card, not the gold. All right, we pulled last time around, but it's now the Bobby Witt opening. Brandon Fott. Right, those are not numbered. Bishop, Green, Walker, Peraza, Powell, Ciccone, and Julio Rodriguez. First edition. That's a nice pack. Bobby Witt Jr. and Julio Rodriguez. So there's that. Have to see if they had any slight value to them, the base cards there. Not sure, to be honest with you. All right, so we got the least different Sage pack in here. So we got the same 2 score and absolute 5-card packs, dollar store packs. We got 24 Sage, low, 23 low, and 22 high. And we get the 22 contenders again with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Hopkins, Pittman, Harris, and T. Higgins, who just signed a big contract a few weeks ago. So 24 Sage low series. So what do you think of any of these, right? Anything stand out to you on this rip or the other ones? I'm going to bet everybody thinks that's the best card. It has to be, right? But, you know, this when it does go on sale, like this sort of stuff has been, as you can tell, I don't mind throwing a few bucks around and seeing what we can find. And I don't mind as I'm traveling. I'm going to stop anyway, right? And see what I can find. Tommy Cutlets, right? Whatever. Tommy DeVito. Spencer Sanders. Right? With Grayson McCall and Ricky Lombardi. It's a quarterback pack of quarterbacks you've never heard of. Unless you happen to root for these teams. When Tommy DeVito you've heard of, probably, right? Since he quarterbacked the Giants there for a little while. This pack does not want to cooperate. There we go. 22 high. Sauce Gardner, at least on the front. Houston, it's the Sauce Gardner pack. And then Garrett Wilson behind him. So it's the Jets pack. This is Amir White, Dennis Houston. So open this. We'll open the Absolute. We'll call another video, and I will talk to you again. Probably take me a little while. They really put Johnny Manziel in this product. Are you kidding me? 24 score has Johnny Manziel in it? Wow. Dexter Lawrence, Quinion Mitchell, Potential, Darren Waller in the orange, and Terrion Arnold again, right? Out of the Lions there. But yeah, I'll talk to you. It'll take me a little while to settle back in and, you know, get stuff ready to rip, right? Whatever I go through and purchase or, you know, find along my way as I'm traveling. Russell Wilson still is not signed anywhere as of when I'm recording this, but that might change, of course. Donta Foreman. And then these are backwards. We're overshown, right? He, you know, really blew himself up there, that leg. Pace and Jonathan Taylor in the gold, right? The yellow, whatever that is. Parallel design there of the Absolute in his name. So it's a nice rip, right? Those are fun stuff. And we got, you know, did we get our money back? I know people like to talk about it and think of it that way between these two. No, we did not, right? But I'm mixing all of these things into my Etsy packs, right? You know, this will probably wind up at least on eBay. I don't think anything else will. Maybe the Wits and the Rodriguez, I don't know. But everything else will probably be mixed in eventually into the Etsy packs, even the football cards, right? Have their own Etsy packs. They'll probably be what I update next, to be honest with you, depending on what I pick up while I'm gone. So as always, like, subscribe, check out my other social media channels, check out my shops, get you some cards, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good time. Bye.